Welcome to Artificial Reality, the reality behind AI adoption. I'm your host, Galina Fendikevich. Today, I have Sofiane Ghorbel, the founder and CEO of All Luxury Hospitality Group. Sofiane, thank you for joining me today.
Galina.
Tell me about yourself and your experience in hospitality.
So who I am? So I'm a hospitality executive with 25 plus years of experience in luxury hotels, in resorts, travel, concierge services, and the destination management. So experience working with luxury travelers, executives, entrepreneurs, family offices, and institutional clients. I'm a founder of AL, or All Luxury Hospitality Group, involved also in hotel investment, repositioning, management, marketing, and strategic advisory experience. So my perspective is unique because I have seen hospitality from the guest perspective, the operator's perspective, the owner's one, and the investor's one.
That is such a great background because you can speak to multiple different groups of people on the topic that we're going to cover today, which is AI adoption in luxury hospitality. Hospitality is known for its personalization and human touch. So I'm really excited to hear, how has AI been really good in luxury hospitality?
Yes, so after more than 25 years in hospitality, luxury travel, like I said, hotel operation, hotel investment, advisory, and I believe AI will fundamentally transform our industry. However, it will not replace hospitality. Hospitality is built on trust, judgment, relationships, and human connection. The winners will not be the companies with the most technology. The winners will be the companies that combine high tech plus high touch.
Oh, I like that. High tech plus high touch.
Technology creates efficiencies, humans
Yes.
create memories.
Luxury hospitality is highly personable, but can be enabled by technology. So how can AI enable this concierge level service at scale?
Yes, that's a great question. So let's say that AI is a force multiplier. AI allows small teams to operate like much large organizations. Example, in our field, we have the destination research, hotel comparisons, itinerary creation, market analysis, translation, client communication, and proposal preparation. So AI does not replace expertise, it accelerates expertise. So we will make things faster, quicker, in a more efficient and effective way. So, yeah.
Are there some really good AI models or tools out there that help with this?
There is some of them, but not really. They need more development. They need to be to collect more data, and data is not obvious in the luxury market to have, because data will come from, say, a luxury client, and those luxury clients are very discreet, so they don't communicate that data as easy as we wish. Concerning the concierge that you are talking about, the best concierge anticipate needs before being asked. So AI can now help remember preferences. This is why we need data to have efficient and effective AI tools. We need track special occasion, recommend experiences, identify patterns, and anticipate requests. In many ways, AI capabilities mirror the traditional concierge role, but the best concierge still provides something AI cannot: human judgment, which is very important. So, and that's why I told at the beginning that high tech plus high touch is the right recipe. The AI, we are talking about hospitality and hotels also. So the AI in the hotel management, if you're interested to know more, is the hotel operators are already using AI.
Oh, how so?
Yes, yeah, that's why I wanted to talk about hotel management, and for revenue management, for demand forecasting, marketing optimization, guest sentiments analysis, operational efficiencies. So the result is better service that they can provide, better profitability, of course, and better decision making. So this is concerned the hotel management. As a hospitality expert too, we are involved in dealing with investors and hotel owners too. So this is where I believe the greatest value creation may occur. with those people, with those investors and hotel owners, because AI can help analyze hotel investments, identify market trends, compare competitive sets, monitor guest reviews, improve operational performance, and support repositioning strategies. So the biggest AI opportunity may not be at the front desk. It may be helping owners and investors to make better decisions. This is in the side of the hotel investor. So those people are using those AI tools, and it could be, of course, implemented in the future.
A lot of
Yes.
this initial research, I mean, AI, whichever model you use, has been trained on so much data and they keep updating it with up to date data. And that is one of the best use cases of AI. It is that initial research, it is synthesizing a lot of these market signals, market information. So I'm not surprised now to hear that it can be used in that investment analysis, do that early stage analyst job as well to speed up this analysis.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So they will do a better job with all those data and quicker and faster. And it's very competitive. These fields of investment are very competitive. Many investors are behind the door. So, and the best and the more quickest and the most effective one will get the deal. So AI will help a lot to move forward more
Yes.
faster and more accurately too.
And I think you're right on the spot about AI in hospitality being more powerful in the back end. I read a case study of Marriott, and Marriott tried to have this assistant
Yeah.
to replace concierge. So when someone checked in for whatever region, there was a chatbot to give recommendations. And there was a reporter that went to test this out. And the reporter just asked for restaurants nearby because, they landed, it was late, they want to eat something. The chatbot wasn't able to give local recommendations.
Oh, yeah.
So somehow they forgot to tell the chatbot all of the local restaurants
Mhm.
around that Marriott. And they quickly pivoted and they applied it to revenue management, to demand forecasting, a lot of the back end operations, and were able to recoup their losses from their chatbot and have been successful ever since. But the administration, the boring side, the invisible side of AI in back end ops for hospitality is exactly where it is the most suited for, especially in its current format
Mhm.
where, the chatbot responses are impersonal. And at that point, it's still easier to call the concierge and
Okay.
ask for recommendations. So, speaking of an underperforming chatbot, what's broken inside AI and luxury hospitality? What's not working so well?
Yes, so we have the privacy paradox. The better the personalization, the more data AI requires. This is the point.
Mhm.
So yet, I'm talking about luxury clients because I'm only on this field, but luxury clients are often the least willing, as I said before, the least willing to share data. They value privacy, discretion, security, and control. And the challenge becomes, how do we deliver personalization without compromising confidentiality? So this is the
Right.
first one. This is very important. Now, trust here in our field, trust is the product in our field, in the hospitality or luxury hospitality field.
Mhm.
So in luxury hospitality, we don't sell rooms, we don't sell cruises, we don't sell flights. We sell trust.
Oh, wow. I
This is what
really
we
like
do.
how you frame that.
Yes, absolutely. This is, and one incorrect recommendation can damage a relationship and took years to build. So an AI mistake, is not simply operational, it's relational.
On the privacy side, I see this story play out across the board. I mean, large enterprises are privacy concerned. They don't want to send their data to large language models outside safe environments. And now I'm hearing the same thing in luxury hospitality too. A larger question is, how can you create safe, guardrailed, domain specific models for this industry, which I think has a long way to go. But it goes to show that it's not just the Fortune 500 companies that care about privacy. People care about their own personal privacy, especially when it comes to intimate details such as preferences, details about their family. I know in hospitality, you remember birthdays and anniversaries, and these are all very specific details that you don't want ChatGPT to know. Speaking to that, tell me a little bit more about how in hospitality you craft taste and how AI is unable to craft that taste for you?
Yes, it's really a question of relationship. So the high touch, this is why if we don't have the high tech with us, we need to have a great relationship with our luxury client and to understand and to know what they experienced before, to talk with them and to get interested about how they traveled before, to know what taste they have, so we can adapt, so we can say that we are the human intelligence and we do the job without AI tools. And we need to be even well trained and very professional in luxury service. So we need to communicate with the clients. And this is how we collect data that AI would love to have. They would love to have those. But discretion sometimes and privacy will, I would say, will not allow us to transmit it to the AI. Yeah.
Not only the data privacy, but that data lives in a lot of systems, doesn't it? It's kind of scattered and even hard if you wanted to give an AI data. It's
Yeah,
very difficult because
yeah,
sometimes it's even handwritten.
yeah, absolutely. That's right. That's right. Yeah, this is the challenge now. So, but the human touch is unavoidable, and AI will not survive sincerely without the high touch, because confidence is not accuracy. This means that hospitality remain highly fragmented, and much of the industry knowledge still lives in relationships. As I said, private networks, human expertise, and local market knowledge, and many of AI systems appear very confident, but confidence is not accuracy, and confidently wrong is still wrong. So this is a big issue about data. That when we lack data about just about a specific point, we will have people are thinking that the information is correct, is good, it's confident. People are confident about that, but it's not accurate because we have already a lack of information from those luxury clients who are very count on the privacy on the privacy and discretion. So this is the point. Yeah.
This touches on the next question I
Mm,
had, which is with general purpose models, and especially in luxury hospitality, I have not seen many AI products out there that are more curated towards this industry.
mm,
So all you have to deal with are general purpose, but that requires prompting knowledge, that requires a lot of iteration on the output and just knowing what good looks like and knowing what's right and what's not right. And this can be very daunting to newer talent in hospitality. And there seems to be this talent gap of entry level or junior level employees in luxury hospitality trying to use AI, but still not knowing what good looks like. Can you tell me about what's happening in that field?
In that field, I think the new generation doesn't have any choice if they want to succeed because AI will be everywhere. We have always the high touch, of course, but it will be everywhere. So they need to be trained in AI, to be trained in how to use those AI tools. So what happens when AI performs research, drafting, analysis? This is where we will find AI. What becomes of the hospitality professional, those hospitality professional? So my answer will be the role becomes more valuable and professional. Those professional will spend less time processing information and more time creating relationship. So this is the goal and the finality finally of that. And but they need to be trained to use those tools, and even the company where they will work needs to have this will to train them their staff how to use those many tools that they will appear in the future, and they will take care more on in relationship, and it is good. This is the high touch, and we will do the job much better than before.
And that's the fun part, right? Creating the relationships, getting to know your clients.
Exactly,
That's the
exactly.
stuff that you want to do more.
Yeah,
I've seen a lot of case studies on AI adoption, and I've seen that peer training is the best. When you can sit down with your coworkers,
yeah.
help each other out with a prompt or
Mm.
a certain tool, knowing how to use it, and then having that know how that enables your client relationship. That is the most beautiful way. Where do you see the next stage in AI and luxury hospitality? What still needs to be built to enable this field?
Yes. So what still needs to be built? So very important. First of all, is the privacy safe personalization, which is very important. And the future belongs to systems that allow personalization, privacy, and client ownership data. And clients should control their own preferences profile, not technology platforms. This point is very important because data will come from there, and accurate data will come from that. Complete data about luxury clients. This point is very important. So about privacy safe personalization.
And it sounds like the keys need to be with the client, and the client gives you certain access to their own data, but they manage their profile, they manage what they want you to see and have access to.
Exactly. Not technology platforms.
No.
Absolutely that. And second point, the AI designed for hospitality professionals. Most AI tools are generic currently, and hospitality needs workflow specific solutions. So real workflow means start from the inquiry, go to discovery, go to curation, go to booking, it goes to travel, it goes to follow up, it goes to loyalty, and at the end, repeat business. So this is the real workflow currently, and this is where enormous value remains to be created. So this is the challenge for me and need to be built.
Can you give me a couple of examples within that workflow of what a really good tool would help you accomplish? Because a lot of the listeners, they've never worked in luxury hospitality. So when you mention inquiry, for example, what does that look like when somebody makes an inquiry?
So when someone inquire or requests a trip, for example, it will be great to have already all the preferences and the guest history of this client, his taste, because we know AI lacks taste. So because luxury is not information, luxury is judgment, luxury is knowing. So which hotel fits a family, which destination fits an occasion, which experience fits personality, when not to recommend something. So the most valuable hospitality skills remain human judgment. And the inquiry step is very important. It's where we have all those information. It's like in the financial fields when we start doing feasibility studies about the project. We start with what? We start always with a market study.
Mm,
you know
right.
so this is quite the same. The inquiry, it's like the beginning of the process, the market study for a feasibility study, and the client study, if you want, we can tell it like this, that this where we need those AI tools, all those data, and we will be more efficient, more effective, and we will satisfy the needs of the client. We know exactly what they want, thanks to that. So this is an example,
This
one of
is
the example.
a very great example. And AI is a data aggregator. Again, that is just perfect example of what it can do. At the end of the day, you will still make the judgment and the final decisions for your client
Yeah,
because you still know them the best, but it can help you get there so much faster. And then you can
absolutely.
service more clients because that initial intake process
Yeah,
is sped up.
absolutely. And even at the front desk, so of the hotel, as you said earlier about the client at the front desk for looking for a recommendation of a restaurant. So if we have an AI tool for that, and we have all the history, the guest history, and the preferences, it would be so easy to provide them with choices, the right choices, accurate choices. Thanks to that, so inquiry could come from in many situations. And yes, so this is another example.
That's amazing. Can you
Hmm.
give me one more example in
Mhm.
this workflow to paint a picture of what is required in a single step where AI could really help?
The follow up, maybe, when, for example, a client is already on the trip and we need to follow up everything from A to Z. We are his shadow. In luxury, we are always here. We don't let the client going on the trip. He paid. Okay. So good luck. See you next time. No. So we in the luxury, or at least in our company, we are every day, not disturbing them. We don't call them at all,
Mhm.
but we call all those providers that they are using that we booked. We are already in contact with the concierge of the hotel in Rome. He's in Rome in this hotel. They receive our call, and everything is all right. Do they have the envelope, the welcome envelope letter? Do they have their bottle of champagne already there? Everything is checked. It's like that part of their team, and I'm in their, how we say, the briefing meeting in the morning. They have already a briefing meeting in the morning. It's like that I'm here, there, and my seat is there. So this is how we behave. And it takes us a lot of time. This is the problem. So with AI, what I would like to have is an AI tool that will simplify this process, because we're in the luxury side, the process to manage the follow-up and to make it more quick for us, less time saving. This will be very great, because for us, it's very important this step of follow-up is very important. It is where the client will be loyal. Those are the next steps, and repeat business. You don't send people in Italy and leave them there. So, and waiting for their call because they have an issue, or they need a recommendation of a restaurant. So we will always anticipate, and the AI tool will help. I don't have this tool till now. I hope that we will find it, but it will be great to have it.
It sounds like a lot of project management
Yeah,
after the booking and when the
yeah.
client is on the trip. As you mentioned, so many details. Is the
Mhm.
letter there? Is the champagne there? Do I have 3 Italian restaurants ready to go? Because they will inevitably ask for recommendations on that. Do I have boat options, depending if they're going to the Amalfi Coast?
Absolutely. And even
Yes,
depending of the weather,
but that's true.
yeah, the AI will provide us with depending of many, many criteria. And this is great. We don't have only the preferences of the client. The AI, of course, will have all those data, and we will know. They will provide us with some example or suggestions of restaurants, for example, museums, because he used to love art, only arts, but not history, for example. And AI will provide us with that through those data of coming from their preferences, but even the weather. Terraces in Paris, you can go to a terrace in Saint-Germain-des-Prés or de Magot, for example, when the terrace is it's raining. You cannot have fun on the terrace, because the fun is the terrace. It's not inside the cafe.
Mhm.
It's you need to be there, because people want the match vue. They want to be seen, and the to be seen is on the terrace. We speak luxury here. Speak
Yes.
luxury. So so even AI will provide us depending on the situation. Depends if they're in Paris, if they have riots in this particular area. For example, AI will provide us everything. So this is great to have it.
Yes, you don't want
Mm.
to send a client in the middle of a riot to get to a restaurant.
Yeah, absolutely. And the riot sometimes happens suddenly. We
Mhm.
don't expect after a game of soccer game, for example, there are riots like last month. It happens in Paris, but so they don't need to be in a specific area where the riots are. This is the strength of the AI. So to get all those information and all those data from everywhere, mix it like a cocktail and give us a great cocktail. This is great. I love it. Yeah.
Yes, and it does sound like the next evolution of AI really needs to have that 360 multimodal view,
Yeah.
not just text-based responses,
Yeah,
but videos pulling from social platforms consistently
absolutely.
in real time to inform you, real-time reviews as well of any experiences that you set up. I mean, this is a very big project. And to the point of general purpose, this really needs to be hospitality folk, because you don't want an AI that, I don't know, can also do physics equations for you that just takes up a lot of memory. You want it more on what matters. The political or the social situation in a city, restaurant recommendations, weather, and experience providers paired with your own input that you know about the client, so you can really craft the experience with your data that's in your head, data that's out into the world, and be there for your client at the end of the day.
Absolutely. I have another example. For example, let's say the discovery, the second. After inquiry, we have the discovery or the curation. Yeah, the discovery curation step. So we can use AI, will use it's maybe part of the AI is the augmented reality, the AR and the VR. In this step of discovery curation, we can make We don't have this tool now, but in the future, I hope that we will have it. People, when the goggles, the Apple goggles will be more democratized and cheaper, and everyone will have goggles at home. I said also always for I'm talking about luxury clients, and they can discover the destination or 2 or 3 destinations with the goggles. They can even meet people there in the destination room, for example, meeting some of the people, talking to them.
To the team that would take care of you.
The team or some of the providers, or maybe a tour, a guide, or maybe the hotel, the concierge.
Oh, so you
They
can
will
get a taste.
Yes, absolutely. They will taste, they will get in direct relation with people there on site, virtually. Let's say it's a immersive, it's like an immersive experience. They can even, for people who luxury travels, who are sensitive about impact, get connected to some villages or some people that will be funded for their social work, for example. We'll have a team, of course, there for that. They will communicate together virtually. They will talk to each other. They will show them, to those luxury donors, their program or their project that they're looking for fund for. That could happen in the future, and it will be great, I think, to have this. And the world will be smaller, people will be interconnected more easily, and this could be done before the real travel, the real trip. They will prepare the trip, so those luxury travelers will be here preparing their trip and having an impact on this village at the same time before traveling to this site. And many things could be done with AI in the future, for example, with VR and AR. So this is an example for this step of discovery creation.
You're giving listeners so many ideas, and that sounds very cool. Very cool. I would love to go on a virtual tour.
Yeah, before your physical trip. Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. Before.
Get a sense of what I like, what I don't like. You can manage whether it's in AI generated world during the curation process, using the tool to help you tweak the experience to the client's specific taste. That sounds very powerful.
I agree.
Tell me about this New York Fairfield County work that you're doing. There's a saying, it's built in Silicon Valley and it's exported to the users in New York. And how are you facilitating this innovation here?
Yes, so the New York metropolitan area is uniquely positioned, I think. So why? Because it combines family offices, wealth managers, luxury brands, hospitality expertise, entrepreneurs, and technology innovators. So few places globally have this concentration of capital, talent, and luxury consumers. I live in New Canaan, but I'm commuting to New York City because our office is on Park Avenue. And one of the things we are launching at AL Hospitality Group is a series of small AI and luxury roundtables in New Canaan. The purpose is to bring together AI innovators, hospitality leaders, family offices, investors, and entrepreneurs. So I believe that the future will be built by collaboration between the people creating the technology and the people serving clients every day, like me. New Canaan and the New York metropolitan area offer a unique ecosystem for that, for those conversations. This is my agenda, my plan to do it starting fall. I think we will start.
And this is why you're my guest on this show. The entire purpose of artificial reality is to create that feedback loop between the people creating AI and the people actually using it. Because the people creating AI don't work in luxury hospitality or are not practitioners in all these other industries. So they don't get a front row seat into what the process is like during an inquiry, what the follow-up is in luxury hospitality. For someone like you using it, there's a huge gap where you wish there was more to enable you. And with all of the ideas that you've given, even in AR, VR, you're helping the audience, a lot of my network in Silicon Valley, giving them all these ideas and requirements, and they have a lot of hackathons there. So I just want to say, here are 5 products you can build from Sofiane. Go build it.
Thank you.
What do you think is the next step for luxury hospitality? What is the biggest opportunity, and Where do you think AI will be for this industry in 2030?
Yeah, so my prediction for 2030 is quite tomorrow. So I think that every luxury hotel will use AI. Every luxury travel advisor will use AI. Every concierge team will use AI. Every hotel owner will use AI. Every family office will evaluate AI opportunities. The question is no longer whether AI will be adopted. The question is who will use it intelligently. This is the
Mhm.
question.
And is that still on the back end side instead of the front client facing side? All of these people will use AI on the back end operations to enable the client experience?
So it's helping owners, operators, and advisors make better decisions. So AI can analyze markets, guest sentiment, pricing trends, operational performance, and competitive positioning at a scale no human team can match. The largest value creation may occur behind the scenes. So in investment, in asset management, repositioning strategy and decision making. This is where really behind the scene that things could happen mostly and more efficient way and effective way.
It
Yeah.
sounds like opportunities are at every step from investment to crafting a great client experience.
Yeah.
There's so much room for AI
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
support the industry.
And because the AI, the data are available for behind the scenes, for the investment, for studies, the numbers are there. But the other side comes from the luxury client who are very privacy and control discretion are very, very important. So we have a lack of data from them. And here accuracy will be, I would say, negatively affected.
Privacy is key. Accuracy is key.
Yeah.
I think those are the foundational pieces in order to start even building
Yeah.
really good AI
Yeah.
products.
Exactly.
If people wanted to learn more about you or look into booking a luxury travel experience, how can they get in touch?
Yeah, get in touch with me through my LinkedIn because I love relationship. Feel free to reach out to me on my LinkedIn. I will be happy to get connected to you and to serve you in the best manner. You will feel at home through my LinkedIn account. But our website, of course, is www.alhospitalitygroup.com.
Great. Thank you so much, Sofiane.
Thank you.
You had a lot of very good insights into luxury hospitality and where AI builders can help you serve your clients best. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Galina, for your invite. Thank you so much. It was a honor.